What's up, I Like Scary? We are back. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having an awesome day. It feels great to be a horror fan. So you guys, we're going to talk about some Halloween and speculations and theories. Now, this is something I've been thinking about since I seen a trailer. And I saw a little bit of stuff before the trailer I put together with this. So, you guys, first thing I want to talk about is, is Corey possessed, from Michael? We got obsessed and possessed. Now, I'm kind of on the side of the fence with obsessed, but we're going to talk about the possessed thing that could potentially happen. You never know. I don't even think that it's the type of possessed we're thinking about. I think it's like almost like he's traumatized. Yeah, that's the word, traumatized. So we get this scene where Corey's going into these sewers and he's looking around. He has a bruise on his face. I'm going to keep saying it, you guys. I'm thinking that Corey gets bullied by the town of Haddonfield and even teens in Haddonfield because of his track record and what happened with, the kid he's babysitted. So I definitely think that's going to be something in there with that, but I think he goes down there, right? Obviously, we see Michael catches him and chokes him out, and he says, I looked him in his eyes. I looked him in his eyes. And you see Michael choking him, put him on the ground and everything. Now, I don't know how the hell Corey's going to slip away. Only thing I can think about is David Gordon Green saying that Michael's in bad shape. Michael's dormant. So, I mean, maybe Corey can say something that kind of stops Michael in his tracks. I don't know what he could say. Maybe he just brings up something important. Michael's not stupid. Or, like I said, the bullies kind of figure out later in that scene, like, oh, he's in here, he has to be in here. And then they go, and then Michael kind of drops Corey, takes his attention off Corey, and goes and looks and says, oh, shit, there's about 5 of them. So while he's killing, think about this, you guys. Allison and Corey, if they're dating, right, they're definitely exchanging stuff. Corey getting to know Allison. She probably told him about everything with Cameron, Karen, and her dad and her friends. So, and then I was talking about this, she probably told him that I saw Michael Myers unmasked, right? I seen him, he's human, and stuff like that. So that could possibly play in a part where Corey gets a little curious with Michael and want to see, just making him curious. Allison could possibly make him curious, or Corey could have been knew about Michael before Allison. He does live in Haddonfield, obviously, but I'm just saying, But anyways, when Michael's grabbed him or whatever happens, I told you guys I think that's when Corey obtains the mask right there, possibly, and he goes out to the streets of Haddonfield. And listen to me, you guys. So if Michael's holding him and looking at him, he's looking at the boogeyman one-on-one. I think that it's going to be almost that he's traumatized, but it's almost like you can kind of mix it with possession. You know what I'm saying? He's looking at him, but I think it's going to be almost like that's where the energy is going to change for Corey. I think it's going to be something along the lines where he's a cool guy in the beginning, but when he sees Michael, and he just has this altercation with him, he's going to go back out on the streets of Haddonfield with this mask. And after this is the same mask, you guys got to think he just seen in the sewers on Michael's face. So I think it's going to be like all of them, obsessed, possession, traumatized. I think it's going to just be all in one, because that's what kind of what it was with Christine, with Arnie Cunningham. He was cool at first, and then once he started to see the shit that happened along the way, he started getting like just more evil, if that makes sense. So I think that's going to be the case. And I think, to be honest, it's almost like I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know if Corey's going to just want to be Michael because of the fear thing, or he just wants to use his image for one or two things. Use his image to just kill everyone who's gave him problems since the situation with him being accused and him being bullied. So he's just using Michael's image so he won't get in trouble, so it can all fall back on Michael, because Michael is a myth of Haddonfield. They know about him. They know what he's done with the mob and everything, right? Or he says on the stairs, basically, Michael's coming back. That's what he basically says, Michael's coming back. Now, we don't know who he's talking to. Maybe Allison, or maybe Laurie. Maybe he's that weird. Laurie's probably walking and fixing stuff in the house, and he just says it, right? But we hear Laurie say in this trailer that she's certain that she's seeing Michael. She's certain. So I've been thinking about this. So if she's going, you know, heads up with Corey about Allison, like, hey man, I don't want you dating my granddaughter type of thing, and she's coming between their relationship, Corey's gonna try anything in his power to get Laurie out the picture, right? He has to, because it's like Laurie's not going to play over Allison after she lost Karen. So I think, you know, maybe, you know, Laurie has an annoying energy to her, like where she's like kind of being overprotective and kind of just stalking them, popping up on dates where they're at. I don't know, but you know, maybe he's thinking like, you know what, if I bring Michael back, right? Maybe it'll kind of like make Laurie just back off, type of thing. But in all reality, it kind of sounds like if you get Michael in the picture, he's going to be even more overprotective of you know, Allison, knowing that she's out in the streets with Michael on the streets, right? So we get this shot that's kind of, you know, reminiscent of 78. She's in the window, she sees the bush with the leaves blowing, and we don't see no one behind it right there. They didn't show it, but I guarantee you someone's gonna pop up. That's why she's looking, you know, a hat tip to 78. So it's kind of weird. That's like Corey's in important scenes, you know. You guys gotta follow him. It's like Corey's in important scenes, you know. I guarantee you, because I know for a fact that's not gonna be James Drew Courtney in that daylight like that, but because he's gonna be in the sewers, right, for a year time jump. So that's definitely gonna be Corey. If that happens where he pops out and Laurie sees him, because Laurie said to Lindsay, I'm certain that, you know, I seen him. Or it can be that scene when she's looking in the window and we see like the tree and she looks and she sees Michael. But I'm telling you guys, all these scenes, I'm possibly thinking is just, you know, speculation that these are going to all be Corey. All the stalking scenes that we saw so far, like the tree, and then we seen like possible, we didn't see anyone, but we just see the bush with her looking out the window. I want to say we're going to see something like, you know, or she could just be hallucinating, but I think I just feel that it's going to be Corey, and that's why he kind of had confidence on those stairs, saying, you know, he's coming back, right? You know, because he's the one bringing the image back of Michael, you know what I'm saying? So, but I think this is where he's going to fuck up, and Laurie's going to start peeping shit, because she says it's different this time, you know, he's more dangerous, right? Okay, but I think that Laurie's going to start peeping, this is not Michael. You know, this is not Michael. It's just different, you know. But I'm not saying like when she said, I'm just saying out of my words what I mean by it's different. That, you know, I think that she's going to it's going to be something that she's not used to. And she's going to see one thing that gives her a red flag to show her this is not Michael. It's going to be one thing. I don't know what it's going to be, because obviously Corey's going to complete some kills possibly. But, you know, it's going to be something up that alley where it's going to give her a head scratcher. And this is why I tell you guys, I think she's going to bait. Yes, I think she's going to bait Corey, because maybe, like I keep telling you guys in previous videos, that they're going to have like a sideline issue going that Allison probably doesn't even know about, that is that serious, where they're threatening each other back and forth, you know. And I think it's going to be something like where she knows that Corey's like, you know, stalking her, or maybe she follows him to find out what he does on his off time. But it's going to lead up to that scene where the door open and she has the gun. And I'm telling you guys, I think that is fucking Corey on the floor when she says, you came here to kill me, so do it. And I think it's like, you know, in the same night, obviously, with the sky blue shirt, I think after that, that's when Michael comes. And, you know, the kitchen island scene when Michael's laying on his back and the mask gets pulled off is going to happen. I think she's going to ice Corey's ass. I think she's going to do it out of self-defense. And I think she knows. I think Laurie knows that he's going to try to hurt her. I don't think it's going to be nothing pranky about it or nothing. I think he's going to actually try to kill Laurie. Like, you know how maybe he just tries to scare her out of Haddonfield? No. I'm getting the vibes that Corey's going to try to complete a kill on Laurie Strode, and she's going to have to defend herself. And then she explains shit to Allison. And, you know, and, man, you know something that's going to be crazy, though? Say if they, you know, kill Corey right now, looking at his body and look at the mask, maybe Laurie looks at it like, this doesn't look like a store mask. Like, I don't know, that's too deep right there. But you know what I'm saying? The mask is the one, you know? Or maybe he brings it up. He obviously brought it up and told someone on those stairs he saw him and looked him in his eyes. Maybe that comes up. And maybe that's how, you know, they're like, oh shit, Michael probably. And then they start putting pieces together like, hold the fuck up. How did he get, you know, the mask? We didn't see Michael in 4 years. Oh shit, like, and then we get those scenes that kick up and everything with Michael coming and, you know, the battle with Laurie and everything. And Allison's gonna have to stand by her grandmother's side, because obviously Laurie's been, you know, been right through this whole trilogy and the franchise. And, you know, it's gonna be something like that. I feel like it's gonna be where Corey's trying to make Laurie a believer. Like, okay, Michael's back, but it's him. But then when Michael actually does come back, that's why she said in that interview, it's going to hit Laurie unexpectedly. She's not going to be prepared how she's been prepared in 2018. Because you want to know why? If she's dealt with Corey and she's fucking injured him, she's like, I'm not worried about Michael right now. This was my fucking problem right here. But then once she lets up off of Michael, because the whole film, I'm going to tell you guys, I think that she's going to be more concerned about Corey, like she said in the interview, and then Michael's going to come like, oh, Laurie, don't forget about me. I'm here. And that's how it's going to start, you guys, with everything. But comment down below what you guys think about everything I just talked about with this video. This is some deep ass shit. Just, you know, seeing Corey possibly just want to use Michael's image, you know, just to take down people that kind of bullied him, and also get Laurie out of, you know, out of his hair. And yeah, I don't even think it's probably you know, I could say possibly it's going to be something obsessed about it, but I also want to say in that same, you know, bucket is going to be him just wanting to get Laurie out the situation. Because think about it, if he complete kills with the Michael get up and he doesn't get caught, obviously he's going to get caught. But I'm just saying, he can walk away scotch-free because Haddonfield's going to believe it's Michael. You know what I'm saying? So comment down below, I like scary, what you guys think about everything we just touched on in this video. But unfortunately, this is the end of the video. Don't forget to hit me on my social media. I like scary on Instagram, I like scary77 on TikTok, Brandon on Facebook, and I like scary on Twitter. And don't forget you guys to become a member of Patreon to see the exclusive content and benefits of the channel. And right there where it says subscribe next to it, click join, become a member of the channel. Check out the official I Like Scary merch store. And yeah, you guys, I love you all. Stay scary out there. Watching horror movies. Peace.